Greetings fellow gamers and survivors, this is Small Archangel and welcome back to my creative zone. I'm in the desert today and that's because a couple of days ago in game I was tooling around in the desert and it reminded me of how much I actually enjoy this biome. It's I don't know, part of the diversity of the biomes in this game I suppose, but I also quite like the atmosphere here and the scenery and I don't know, just the different sort of collectibles there are and harvestables and what have you. But I like the lighting effects too. The sun's sort of very powerful here and what have you. But I don't do very much building here. I tend to do recce's into the desert to get resources and what have you. But because sand is so soft and even sandstone doesn't take very many hits to destroy, I don't tend to build here because if you do, any structures you make run the risk of being very easily undermined by the zombies and destroyed that way. So, but it's of course it's a little bit different if you're in creative mode, or it is for me. I have turned off zombies here, so it's a wonderful quiet biome. There's nothing here but me and the rabbits spiking themselves on the cacti. And so I was thinking, what should I build? What would you build in a desert? And of course the first thing that sprang to mind was a Sphinx, and much as I'd love to do that, I decided actually what I was going to make was a pyramid. So maybe a Sphinx is a project for another day, but here we go. I was actually quite pleased with the way that this turned out, hence I'm doing the video. I've built this out of decayed brick, which is actually a robbable resource. You can break down decayed brick from city biomes and it will drop miniature versions of itself, but it actually makes really quite an effective pyramid, although there aren't any, there are ramp blocks, but there aren't any of these corner blocks here, which is why I've actually had to use the adobe. So yeah, I've had to cheat as per usual. So let me show you this. I've actually made this, the whole structure, though you can't see it from here, I've made the whole structure out of rebar frames, which really isn't obvious when you're looking at it, because of course the pyramid shape being the way it is, yeah, a lot of the structure is hidden within the walls, and I've just built this sort of squarer structure inside, and I thought the fire just for, you know, burning was a good yeah, a good kind of style in the air. No idea what kind of furniture to put in a pyramid. I was thinking of making, you know, a pyramid shaped base or something, but in the end I was just captivated by the idea of making something that looked vaguely authentic. So I did put a little upstairs room in here, which is very, very tiny, and there's nothing much here except perhaps a tomb robber's cache with you know, a sleeping bag and things. Obviously I use a sleeping bag in case I killed myself. I have actually managed not to kill myself in the building of this pyramid, which is quite a result really. So, but this is not a very big pyramid, so having done this one I thought, yeah, this is pretty cool actually. It's really quite a stable structure, and so I decided what I could do on a bigger scale, and so here is pyramid number 2, aka the Great Pyramid. Although goodness knows I could do one even bigger than this, I dare say, but this took a lot of rebar. It really did. This one is at least twice the size of the little pyramid over there. That one over there I think is 20 blocks by 20. This is 40 by 40, and of course looks much, much larger as a result of that. I've made it rather more sort of fancy and spectacular as well, with a big portico and gateway here. And then inside it's much more grandiose looking. I've actually merged the idea of pyramid and Egyptian temple, so I've got both of those things happening at the same time, if you like. Again, I really wasn't quite sure what to do inside a pyramid structure. I mean, I have to admit I've never been in the pyramids. I've been in many Egyptian temples, but not inside pyramids. The pyramids, I'm not sure if you can even get in the pyramids. If you can, I am fairly sure that all you can do is, you know, they're sort of a a load of tiny galleries and passageways and things, and of course you could do that here, but there wouldn't be ever so much point. I was wanting a fairly large spectacular looking space, and this isn't bad. I mean, as I say, I could have gone bigger than that, but this has taken quite long enough, frankly. And I did do an upstairs here as well, which proved a little bit challenging, but we have some tunnel structures leading to this little upstairs room as well. The whole thing lit by fires and torches, which seems again fairly authentic, although a little bit of light is afforded by these little light shafts which I put in, which I believe are fairly authentic as far as pyramids are concerned too, although they're none too effective for letting the light in, really. And then I guess this is a kind of an altar area, but again, you know, 7 Days to Die doesn't give us much in the way of sort of idols to place on there. I can't really build a statue or anything, but that's basically what we really need on there. So a slightly larger upstairs room here, but if you did a big enough pyramid, I suppose you could stack a whole load of rooms one on top of the other, gradually getting smaller to the top, and from that point of view maybe it would make a feasible base. As I say, it seems to be a pretty solid structure, but if you want one of any size at all, if you want any rooms on the inside of any decent size at all, then the outside has to be literally twice the size of whatever you have on the inside, just because of the shape. So it's very strong, probably pretty good against zombie attack, but yeah, you need to build a really very, very large structure indeed. So again, kind of an altar area here. So really not a practical thing whatsoever, but then I didn't build this with that in mind. I don't know, I just fancied messing with what's possible in game, I suppose. And I've always got part of my mind on what the next base might possibly be. And yeah, as I say, maybe pyramids would make a fairly decent base at the end of the day. Who's to say? I might even have to try it out at some point. Till now, there you go, you can see this pyramid from the air. You can, it's exactly as tall as it is wide, and of course being square based, you do your sums and that's how it works out. So 40 blocks on a side, 40 blocks high, and it really is the height that's the killer, because you've got to keep building up and up and up, and it really does take a lot of time, but I'm hoping it was worth it. It looks pretty good to me. I'm quite pleased with it. Again, when Alpha 11 comes out, I guess I'll lose this, but I will have the video to remind me. Really, it's just a creative experiment. So I hope you guys like what I've done here as well. If you do, hit the like button. Maybe you've inspired you to do something of your own. I mean, people do incredible things with this game every day. This is small beer by comparison. It really is. I've seen the most amazing things. But yeah, this is my effort, and yeah, it's quite cool. So yep, thank you for watching, guys, and check out my next videos. If all goes well, I will be posting more videos, gameplay, within the random gen. I might even be doing a return to Navas game at some point, but we will have to see. At the moment I'm hanging back a little bit, waiting for Alpha 11 to come out, because I don't really want to start again till Alpha 11 has come out. That's when I start again, is when I'm forced to, and when there's new gameplay elements to explore. So till next time, guys, thanks for joining me, and bye bye.